Hello, everyone. Tiffany Haddish has lived in the public eye as a symbol of unfiltered humor, fearless honesty, and infectious confidence. Yet beneath the laughter and viral moments, there has always been a quieter story unfolding, one shaped by survival rather than spotlight. And when people talk about her finally admitting the truth behind the rumors, what they often misunderstand is that her so-called tragic secret was never a single scandal or hidden act, but a lifetime of unresolved pain, instability, and emotional armor built long before fame ever found her. Because Tiffany's story doesn't begin on a comedy stage, it begins in a childhood marked by poverty, fractured family dynamics, foster care, and the constant uncertainty of where safety would come from next. And those early years taught her a lesson that followed her into adulthood, that laughter could be both shield and weapon, a way to disarm pain before it had the chance to fully land. And as her career took off, audiences embraced her as the woman who said what everyone else was afraid to say. But behind closed doors, that same fearlessness often masked exhaustion, loneliness, and the pressure of being seen as strong, when what she really needed was space to be vulnerable. And the rumors that followed her success, about her personal life, her choices, her behavior, and her emotional state, were less about hidden wrongdoing, and more about a public trying to reconcile the image of a carefree comedian with the reality of a woman still carrying the weight of her past. And when Tiffany finally began speaking more openly, she didn't offer shocking confessions designed to feed gossip. She offered context, explaining how trauma doesn't disappear just because life improves, how money doesn't erase abandonment, how applause doesn't heal childhood wounds, and how being the funny one often means you're the last person people check on. And she acknowledged that there were times she pushed herself too hard, trusted the wrong people, ignored warning signs, and used humor to deflect emotions she didn't yet know how to process. Not because she was hiding something dark, but because she was still learning how to sit with pain without turning it into a punchline. And what made her admissions so powerful was their ordinariness, the realization that her struggles mirrored those of millions who grow up too fast, who learn resilience before they learn self-care, who succeed publicly while privately feeling unsteady. And Tiffany spoke about therapy not as a cure-all, but as a long, uncomfortable process of unlearning survival habits that once kept her alive but no longer served her. And she confronted the myth that entertainers owe the public constant access to their joy, reminding people that being funny doesn't mean being immune to fear, grief, or burnout. And as she reflected on her journey, it became clear that the tragedy wasn't a secret she was hiding. It was the expectation that she had to be anything other than human, that she had to perform strength endlessly without rest. And in owning her story, she reframed the narrative from scandal to survival, from rumor to resilience, showing that the bravest admission isn't about exposing something shocking, it's about acknowledging the parts of yourself that are still healing. And in doing so, Tiffany Haddish didn't reveal a dark secret designed to stun the world. She revealed a truth far more unsettling and far more relatable, that success doesn't cancel pain, laughter doesn't equal peace, and healing is not a moment, but a lifelong conversation with the parts of yourself you once had to silence just to make it through the day. Thanks for watching.